Ja, dein Hintergrund diesmal ganz schön laut. Oder? Erzähl.
Echt?
Mhm. Also ich höre das. Ich weiß nicht.
Okay, muss ich mal vielleicht ein bisschen lower stellen. Mal gucken, ob ich das hinkriege.
Sind wir jetzt live?
I think we're live now. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Maybe get the confirmation from the team. Are we live?
We don't have an announcement.
Yeah, I'm telling Donut. Please send out. Ah, look, the chat is already. Dev official. Hi, Club Light. I think I pronounce your name always wrong when I read you in the chat. I apologize. Let's wait a bit for other people to be able to join, and then we can get this started. Is the sound and everything is okay for the folks in the chat?
Yeah, I think chat is. Kilobyte. Ah.
Yeah, I could hear it. Let me see. Do you have the? Sometimes it doesn't show the link. Ah, there it is. Let me send it to Donuts so we can get this started. Is there background music in the live stream? Oh, it's not working.
I can see the Discord chat, but it's pretty small.
Okay, sound is all good now. It's a kilobyte. Like you say, this app is 10 megabyte. Kilobyte. Ah, kilobyte. All right. Like kilobyte. So kilobyte. Okay, gotcha. And yes, sound is all good. We finally gonna see Sharukh versus Burton today. No, I don't think you're gonna have that legendary fight today. We definitely need to have an extra event for that. Okay.
Yeah, you can always ask questions in the YouTube chat or in the Discord tavern. We are following there, and I will hand the questions to Behfar.
Okay. Did he manage to post in the group? Yes. Okay. I would say we just start. as people are joining. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. This is the Playlist Dev QA number 3, our monthly event where we discuss some stuff from the community, answer some questions. Sharukh is, as always, the co-host. He's going to grill me on features which is needed and the stuff we want to talk about from the community side, and I'm gonna represent the developer side and try to explain stuff that are interested for you guys. Yes, all right. Hey Sharukh, you do another introduction, because that's like second event, second live, so maybe some people doesn't know you.
Yeah, we have some new people on the chat actually. So I'm Sharukh. Yeah, playing the game for right now over 500 days, and I really love it, and that's why I'm helping as a guard and sometimes quality assurance, testing stuff, and yeah, thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here. So, with what topic do you want to start? Do you have anything in mind? Is there anything?
Yeah, actually, we got guilds lately, and my guild is set now, and
Yeah.
I want more content. I want to fight. I want to progress. What's the plans for guilds?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we released guilds earlier, and I would say the feedback was great. People really like to have the guilds. We saw guilds already creating, like you guys have what's your guild name again? Untouchables, and then we have different communities building games. I'm still looking for guild, so if someone wants to, I know I'm too bad for Untouchables, so I don't ask. But if someone wants to invite me to a guild, I'm happy to join. But yeah, we are planning. We really want to. Guild is one of our main focuses. As I think in the last live stream I said, you want to focus on the social aspect of the game, and guilds are a great tool. And we're going to release a blog post for people who want to go in detail with it. We really want to introduce more and more features in phases. So right now we have this phase 0 or phase 1 where you can really create your guild, have some fun, build your team, and then we're gonna slowly roll out new stuff. So on the pipelines are, for example, guild storage. So you can kind of work together to fill up your storage and use those. We're talking about missions for the guilds, so the guilds can kind of participate in special missions against other guilds to get more resources. And then of course we're talking about guild wars, so that at the end we want the people or the guilds to be able to compete with each other in many different ways. So it can be a live battle, which we can go through it another time, but it can also be missions, options. We're talking about some bosses, so having some bosses maybe to really encourage guilds maybe to work together, but mostly to be able to fight for the resources which are limited for everyone. It's not we're working towards more a concept of limited resources, and the guilds are going to be the very important aspect of it. And also it is going to matter which guild you joined, and we want to have also allowing people to differentiate themselves. So there are going to be guilds like you guys are more I would say more hardcore players, right? But there are also going to be more casual guilds, so we want to have content for all of them, and also allowing other communities to really have their hub as a guild. Let's say you have guys Untouchable, but like someone creates a guild called something else, and maybe he wants to build a brand around it, maybe NFT around it, and we want to allow that. These are like very ambitious goals, but as what I said, we are going to release these features in phases. And if you want to know more and more in detail, feel free to read the blog we have. I think that you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
I see the great Jafar says the great guild welcomes you. See, I already have a guild.
Yeah.
I want to invite
Actually,
Jafar.
I thought about it, that he joined here, and yeah, really helps if you speak Russian.
Wait, me or Jafar?
The Great Guild is mostly Russian.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have Google Translator, but maybe I need a different guild.
Actually, we have a translation program in
true.
the game, so it shouldn't be a problem, right?
True. Actually, it should be no problem. Actually, okay. Then I'm gonna join the Russian guild Jafar from Jafar. Please invite me. You know my username, Jafar? Let me add it in the chat.
Next question.
Please, next question.
Is the refactoring. Kilobyte is asking, on a scale from 1 to 10, how far is the refactoring progressed?
Well, that's an interesting question from like scaling 1 to 10. I can say this refactoring for the people who just joined doesn't know, we kind of overhauling the code of the gameplay and the multiplayer to be able to be more secure and also allow us for a longevity of the project. And right now we are kind of on track. We are on track. We are doing the first tests. We are going to start implementing some new stuff soon. I don't want to say any timeline, but before that we are having a lot of stuff also in the pipeline, so the development doesn't stop really. This is something that happens in the background as we move on. As you guys also see, like for example, we release our summer event. We are going to have more guild features coming up. Some nice announcements this month actually. So cannot really don't want to say too much of what exactly happens when, but we are on the right track.
So the scale 1 to 10?
I would say we are the hardest part is done. I would say 6. I would say 6.
6.
Yeah,
that's not too bad. Jafar is asking, could you make this VIP scoring system easier?
Easier? You mean?
I think he means to gather easier VIP points, to get them faster.
Gotcha. I mean, VIP points are it's a very interesting aspect, right? You don't want to have it too easy because it would be unfair for the people who are putting a lot of effort in it. Also, you don't want to have it too hard because you want everyone to be included. The VIP system is also very crucial for the economy perspective, because it kind of acts as a gate for the play to own part as we speak. Of course, it's but I can say that the barriers of VIP is going to lower itself as the more we progress on the economy. So when the merge comes out, when the marketplace comes out, and when we test some stuff, we are seeing to lower. But it's also it is important to have some sort of barrier, to be honest, because you want to have a sustainable economy, and that's how you need to kind of regulate the inflow and outflow of assets. So it's very hard to say if it's going to be easier. We're going to have more. I can tell you we're going to have more ways to add to VIP systems, right? As you know, we're working on the marketplace right now, and maybe a small info alpha would be, we really want to connect your game with your activities in the marketplace, and that way you're going to be able to benefit from your activities in the marketplace directly in your game, and it's going to be like a more cycle and a flow. And I think it's super important for any game if they want to have their own marketplace going. I mean, I think right now the biggest problem with the marketplaces are not the biggest problem, but the biggest challenges for games are the tech behind it. So it is hard for a game to maintain their own marketplace. It's not about the contracts or anything. That's easy. You just use the open source from OpenSea. They just published their the new protocol. I forgot what it's called. It is more about the maintaining the order books, backends, blah blah blah, right? And that's why you go back to OpenSea, all these other marketplaces. But the issue with those marketplaces is we are partner with OpenSea, and I love OpenSea myself. So there's no bash on it. I think OpenSea is going to be very important for ours as we move on still, while having our own marketplace. But the issue with that is you cannot really control the UX, right? It is like you sell something. Let's say you have a jewelry store and you want to sell that online, but you sell your jewelry store on the same page with all other jewelry stores in the world. So you cannot really control the user experience of your users. Maybe your store is towards elderly people, right? So you need a different UX for that, and that's going to be the main point why a marketplace for a game is important, and why we want to really make it different. We just don't want to have our own marketplace because of the sake of it, because it makes no sense. We can also use OpenSea. We really want to have the capacity to be able to connect our products, which is the game itself and the platform, together to create a new or better experience for our players. And that's going to be also back to the VIP system. You're going to be able to earn points, earn rewards just by interacting with our platform, if that makes sense. But that was more a crash course into the marketplace, state of marketplace in the industry. But yeah.
So, any estimated date for the marketplace?
Pretty soon, actually. I mean, I don't want to say when exactly, but it's there. We're testing it, and it works well, to be honest. So our internal timeline. Do you have internal timeline? And I don't want to say when because I don't think I'm allowed to say it. But we are very confident that it's going to be within the next weeks and not month. I would say within the next weeks.
Okay, that sounds good. We have a lot of questions regarding the NFT merge.
Yes.
So that's a permanent.
I think that's all super interesting one. Yeah, it's super important. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. When will it hit? How does it look like? And let's go.
So in general, so I think I'm not sure if you told last time. I think so. Our timeline is for people listening is from the economy perspective is okay. We have the summer event now in game. Then we are going to have some new guild features. We're gonna have an interesting announcement coming up. And from platform perspective is the marketplace first, and then the merging, and that's because it's going to hand in hand, right? And the merging, how it's going to work is we did a lot of simulation on the merging. So because it's a deflationary economy we're talking about, right? So we ran through a lot of numbers. Say okay, if we have this much, for example, if you have this much of users and this much of assets, how long does it take? How many items do you need for level 5? Blah blah blah, and how it's going to look like. I think you're asking for the function. So basically, you're going to be able to merge the same rarity together. The merge cost is going to be lower than the normal merge, from the in-game off-chain items. Because if you run the items, if you run the numbers, you just need way too many assets to create a, let's say, level 7, level 5 prestige, and doesn't make sense at all. And what we're going to have an announcement with a big partner that we're implementing for the merge contract. So we have having some fun on the results. So you're going to be guaranteed that your merge is a better weapon, like from a better item from the stats. So that is guaranteed. But there are some stats in it that is going to be randomly generated. And the more luck you have, or the more interesting combination you have in the component side of things, the different is going to be the result of your NFT. And that way it allows to really for you to create very unique NFTs or items where other people cannot, because there's this factor of probability in it. So when I create an NFT and I put in some, let's say I want a poison bow, but there's no poison bow, I try to create this poison bow, and let's say a player has a poison combination and he really needs that bow, so he really can go create that, and there's no such thing, there's very low probability that there's a second chance of that bow. So each stat is different, and that is what I say again, why the marketplace is going to be important. So we're gonna, when I release the marketplace, more like a more early access type of thing, but it's still very important to be able to, so you guys filter around, okay, I need this, I need that, and these are like experiences, or these are like UX that you cannot really have on the other marketplaces, and that's how important the merge is going to be. That's why we need the marketplace first, to have the merge, because it's going to be way too confusing for the people. But I'm super excited about that. I think that's going to kickstart the economy very well. The merge is going to burn NFTs, so the supply of the items on the market is going to go lower, and the assets are going to go more valuable, while not really excluding anybody, because we're still a free-to-play game in that sense, and you still can have your player experience, and the goal is really to have like a very gaming focused experience and allow users to discover the blockchain side and the economy side of things, because they like the game and they want to explore further, rather than they have to, let's say, buy an NFT or else they cannot even play, and that's not the goal. I hope that answers the question. I'm trying to like not say exactly what's going on, trying to like going around, but I hope that made sense. But if you have any questions, Sharukh, let me know. Tell me. You can go for.
Yeah, actually, a lot of questions appeared while you were talking about, do we need to transfer the items to the wallet first to merge them?
Yes, the merge is completely on chain, and you need the wallet. You need the items in your wallet to be able to interact with the contract.
So then we have done these two questions. Yeah, someone is asking when we will release the new hero. It got teased ages ago.
Oh, true. The new hero, actually, I need to check with the dev team what the state it is. But she's kind of ready, to be honest. We're just waiting for we have other stuff in mind, and we want to have like more scheduled releases. Also more heroes in the pipeline. So I can't say exactly when, but should not be long. Within next weeks, I would say as well.
Okay, sounds great. Then yeah, I think we are done with the in chat questions. Here popped someone at Discord. Is there any event or season in the roadmap where all players can compete equally, where all the players would not have any privileges? he thinks that would make the game much more interesting. Like, I think he means something like every player is level 10 and has the same items.
Internally, we're definitely discussing these kind of game modes where the rules are evened out. And I think it's going to create a very fun experience for everybody. But there's also always going to be the different type of events, like for incentivizing people who play a lot or who play casually. So, for example, right now the game, for example, our summer event, it's divided between two parts, like the PvE and the PvP. So it allows technically basically everyone to participate and to win something, to win NFTs there. For the more hardcore players in the PvPs, that's like the Untouchable Guild, let's say, they have the PvP and also the PvE, of course, if they want to. And for the more casual players and say, hey, Arena has done my thing, I don't like it that much, or I'm still learning, they have the PvE side. So we are going to definitely, or with each of our events, we're really trying to address all players because our player section, we know they're segmented between, let's say, the top players of 10% who play a lot in the PvP, so they have a lot of knowledge. There are the more casual players who play sometimes the PvP, doing their dailies, and then go more in the PvE. There are more farmers who only plays PvE. So we're definitely going to aim for attracting all the players for our event, and for an event which everyone is equal. We definitely are talking about having fun game modes where let's say, as Sharukh said, everyone level 10, or everyone has the ninja or something in that direction. All this is going to be, although after we're releasing the new refactor gameplay, and then that's why we're doing this. So the refactor or the code thing, what we're doing, which you guys are not seeing, is exactly for this reason. It allows us to play around with all the new ideas, all the new features, so the team can be faster in iteration, and also allows us to have more creative control of what we are doing in that sense. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, I would like to say that I will drop the transfer potions codes in the chat in the next minutes, one by one, and they need to put into the redeem code section too, and it's one time use per code, so you need to be fast. And the next question, guild leaderboards and rewards. Will we get rewards for the guild leaderboards?
Yes, absolutely. There's going to be a lot of incentives for guilds to work together, to be good at the game, and and win guild specific rewards. That's definitely the case.
Okay, sounds great. I think Antlandia had a question. How about the pets?
How about the pets? What about the pets?
We had pets in one of the older roadmaps. I think it should be around the time to hit.
Yes, so the pets are still something we're discussing internally. We've shifted some of the priority away because of some challenges we face, like the new refactoring, and also from the strategic perspective that we didn't we think it makes sense to release other stuff first before the pets. But there is I cannot say any info or news on the pets just yet, because it's still not completely final when we want to introduce them, exactly how they look like. But they're still on the roadmap for sure.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. We have a lot of other stuff to come first. yeah, I'm really hyped for all the stuff that's going to come. So quality first, right?
Yes, absolutely. Wait, let's make it on. What was the guild name again? Let's make it on stream when I apply.
Uh, great guild.
Great guild.
Great, I think, or just great.
Let me see. Great guild. I'm still playing around with great guild. Apply.
Oh, did it work?
Nope. Maybe it's the great guild.
Wait a second. It is just great.
Just great. No guild.
Without anything else, yeah, just.
That's a good name. Okay, I successfully applied. I'm looking forward to join the great guild. All right. So what do we have? What do we have next?
Yeah. Someone asked if we can get a hero rework for gameplay because he or she is tired of having always the same heroes.
Hero rework? You mean like to changing a hero completely, or do you mean?
I think its purpose should be that you are not forced to play one composition in PvP to be OP.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's a very good question, and that's something definitely on our radar. We know that there are more dominant combinations in the PvP, and that should not be the norm. Of course, there's going to be let's say the meta like assassin or something, but as we introduce new heroes, I think the possibilities are grow. And also when we introduce a new hero is specifically to open up a new counter, a new strategy. For example, I think you're gonna see with the next hero is kind of tackling some issues with some dominant teams, and I think the dominant team issue, I can see that this is going to be still there just because of the nature of how games work. That in the top level, there are going to be built dominant team styles, but we want to have more variety of possibilities within the next. Let's say the top 1 to 5% of the players, they're probably going to play very similar type of stuff because they understand the meta and they want to. It's very similar to, let's say, if you look at competitive gaming, right? You see there's the meta and people kind of playing the same thing because it gives the most advantage, but we want to have a more variety underneath, so the 95% of the other people, allowing everybody to kind of find their own strategy and play that. The sole reason why the heroes are not NFTs is exactly because of that. We want to really allow the users to think about their strategy, play the style they want. And I think as we introduce more heroes after the refactor, it is going to be the case because we're going to introduce new effects and also new types of interaction with the field. So if you in introducing a new hero can boost another hero because now the combination makes much more sense, right? So I think this is something we are on our radar, and I think we are on a good track to tackle that. But that's definitely a good point.
Yeah, sounds great. I think we're done. Oh, just one last thing, then we have like everything. Staking and DAO.
Yeah, staking and DAO. They are also on the track. That's probably is going to be after the merge. Maybe before the merge. It depends on the timeline. What we want to do with it. I don't know. Did I talk about it last time in details or? Or did we talk about it at all yet?
Yeah, I think the question here is just when will it come to the
Okay.
game?
I don't want to say any exact date because our focus right now is the marketplace and the merge. As I said, the staking, the yeah, we don't use any pre-created contracts, so it's all customized contract for the game, for the purpose of the staking, and that's going to be the next. So the most likely is going to be you're gonna see the marketplace very soon, and then you're gonna see the merge, and you're gonna see the staking and DAO, and then we're gonna move on to onboard more guilds, more GameFi guilds, and everything to be able to come to join us.
Okay. Yeah, sounds great. So very soon and weeks. That sounds good. And we will have something great to speak about in the next
I think
session,
so. I think the next month is going to be interesting. It's an interesting QA because you have some new stuff happening this month.
Great. Someone just asked hero skins if they give stats or perks. No, actually, I can answer that. Hero skins are not planned to give any stats.
Yeah, and also we want to really go to this, move more and more with the cosmetic side of things, because I think it's important to not touch the economy too much from the game developer perspective, because whenever we release something, let's say we release a sword every event or something, right? That kind of touches the economy completely, right? It inflates maybe the assets or improves different stuff. That's why we're really bullish on cosmetics. So we're going to have more and more interesting cosmetics in the sense of allowing people to express themselves, but also giving them some sort of interesting event-based cosmetics. And there's no real plan for the skins just yet to be able to have any stats or something. They're really purely cosmetic, as Sharukh said, and I think that's it's also a good thing, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we are kind of done, right?
I think so. I mean, if any question, is there any other questions?
Yeah, someone asked if the badge of honor can finally have any worth, any utility, and what will it do in game?
I think the Badge of Honor is going to. So Badge of Honor was very back then. Our OG supporters with the engine team, engine supporters as well. There's no real. I cannot say exactly what they're gonna do, but we still have that on our mind. As we speak, there's not enough features to be able to implement them in a very drastic way, and not creating a bad economy incentive. But I think as we move on, as we introduce some new stuff, which is for example, the marketplace, the merge, we have another feature I think we never talked about yet. We're gonna have I think an announcement we never talked about yet. So it's definitely on our radar.
Okay.
Did we actually reveal the secret code for the Gleam?
No.
Wait.
I didn't got that code.
Yeah, I think I got it. This is for the Gleam campaign. Yeah, I forgot. Let me see. The Gleam campaign. Let me put this on down here. Text. Oh, there it is. So the Gleam campaign is. I'm gonna show it on the on top left of the stream. So put this in. I think you get 10 or 20 points. I think that's it from my side. We can maybe let's see. Do we have any interesting stuff in Discord, or you already looked at it as well?
I already followed there.
Okay,
so
perfect. All right. Okay, I think that's that would be a wrap. Date for. Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks again for Sharukh being here. I think I'm just looking forward to the next one. I think it's very important to stay connected with the community, to always to update you guys on the progress and what we are doing in the behind the scene, because it's a lot of stuff happening actually. Like maybe it's not showing in the surface, but the team is working very hard to create something meaningful, and everyone is passionate about what they're doing. So I'm very excited to show you some new features we're working on, and get your some feedbacks. And this is also a great opportunity every month to talk with you guys around that space. All right, Sharukh, do you want to say anything as your
No, I think I'm done.
Okay, all right, thanks so much. I'm gonna close the stream now. Thanks everybody for being here in the chat. I see a lot of names asking the question. Really appreciate it. It makes it much more fun for everyone here, and I think this is going to be a great journey. Thanks everyone.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.